we're going to be making rhubarb crumble on Unedited Economics. This has nothing to do with economics. I just want to show you, this is where my rhubarb is. You just go out with a knife, cut your favorite red and green pieces, and then take it back inside and I'll show you how to cut it. So then you remove the leaves and any parts of the rhubarb you don't want in your food, and then you're going to cut it in about 1 inch thick pieces. Okay, now that you have all of your chopped up rhubarb, you're going to put it on a scale and you're going to want about 4 pounds of rhubarb. Or 2 pounds, it depends. The size of the recipe, just use these as ratios. So I only had 2 pounds of rhubarb. This recipe I'm using is 4. So I got another bunch of rhubarb. We'll cut that up, weigh it, so it's 2 pounds, and we're gonna clean it. So here I have a strainer, or a colander, as people who are wrong say it. And I'm just gonna throw my 4 pounds approximately of rhubarb in here, and then I'm going to wash it, and we're gonna put it to the side and work on the crumble part. So now we're going to move on to the crumble. And you're going to start with putting 2 cups of flour into a bowl, whatever bowl will fit. So you may be asking yourself, why rhubarb? Because it doesn't taste that good. Leaves a bad feeling in your mouth, maybe an upset stomach. Well, the answer is because you grew too much in your backyard and you need to get rid of it. So it was either everybody sits down in the family and eats so much rhubarb that they all die and then never have to experience rhubarb again, or you put it in a pie, or crumble as this is called, and hopefully if you put enough sugar in it, someone will eat it before realizing that you've just fed them the sweet version of celery. Sweet not being a good adjective here. So then you get your 2 cups of flour. You're gonna need as much sugar as I have. You're going to need about a cup of sugar. Here we go. And then you're going to need a little bit of salt. I usually don't put any salt in, but I understand if I don't, someone will complain about the chemistry of it. Not in the comments. No one's ever commented on a video of mine. Well, except one guy. If you're watching this, you know who you are. And then you're going to need to go get 12 tablespoons of melted butter. I got to go do that. And while the butter is melting, you're just going to throw a little bit of cinnamon. It's kind of your choice how much. And I put a little bit of nutmeg, but I know some people know nutmeg is an acquired taste. Hang on, my phone is ringing. Sorry about that, it was just my mom. So the butter is still melting in the microwave. I don't use a stove, I'm not 90 years old. I'm just gonna mix around the flour, sugar, nutmeg, and cinnamon. And the smallest bit of salt. A dash, really. A dash, I think, is like, what, 1/8 of a teaspoon? Oh, that's my butter. Okay, here's your 12 tablespoons of diabetes. Melted. You can mix it while it's hot. You don't have to worry about that. And then you're just going to mix in this butter, flour, and sugar. So another question you may be asking is, why should I have to make rhubarb pie? Maybe you don't have rhubarb in your backyard. Maybe this is a thing where you're like, I'm just going to try something different. Well, you should probably click on another video, because if you don't bake often with rhubarb, I'm clearly not giving you a lot of instruction. Although this is a good crumble. If you just want to like this video, just in case you need a good recipe for another crumble coat, feel free. My proportions are perfect for 4 pounds of rhubarb. If you want to make rhubarb crumble, but you don't have rhubarb, you can use celery, but if you do that, kill yourself. Okay. Just gonna get in here with my hands. Maybe you have a manservant or a slave that makes your own rhubarb crumble. Maybe you are the manservant or the slave. I need a career. Tell me if that's working out for you. Okay. So this is a little bit under mixed, but I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what it should look like. What you're gonna do is put it in the freezer until you're ready to continue. And then we'll go on to the actual filling of this crumble. Okay, so get another bowl and put about 1/4 cup white sugar and then 1/4 cup brown sugar. I don't know if you guys are brown sugar fans. Maybe that's just me. And again, those old people. Well, I couldn't be old because I heat up my butter in the microwave, so. Okay. 2 types of sugar. And then you're gonna need about 1/4 cup of flour. Maybe you saw the chalk that this phone is sitting on. I don't know what you saw. This is unedited, so I'm not going to edit it out, though. So whatever you saw, you got to keep it to yourself. Maybe you didn't know that I shoot these videos on my cell phone. I don't have a camera. I don't even have a camera stand. This phone is leaning on a Gatorade and a box of chalk. Alright, so then you got 2 cups of sugar, 1/4 cup of flour, and then you're going to need a little bit of vanilla extract. And this would be the point where if you want to put in any other flavors, you can. This is up to you. I'm going to put in a little bit more cinnamon and a little bit more nutmeg. And then you're going to mix it up and add it to the rhubarb. Well, I wasn't going to pause it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, get the rhubarb. Put this off to the side. Throw in a little bit of cinnamon. A little bit of nutmeg. I'm going to go get my vanilla extract. So I don't use measurements, I guess. Not because I'm an expert, but because I don't care. So you get a little vanilla, everything's to taste. Really, you can't screw this up. You put rhubarb in the oven, throw a little bit of sugar on it. It's impossible to mess up. Oh, I don't need more sugar. Gotta adjust as we go on, right? Okay. Rhubarb. I just realized my bowl's not big enough. This will be a problem for me. Let's see how I solve it. Here we go. Uh-oh. Oh, my rhubarb's getting me all wet. If you're wondering what weird show in the background, it's Petticoat Junction. I don't really watch the show, it was just on in the background. So since I don't have enough room in my bowl, I'm gonna get this pan glass thing I'll be putting my rhubarb in. I'm going to go ahead and spray it and start putting my rhubarb that's properly coated in sugar. Just going to get my spray here. Oh my gosh, is my pan not big enough? Oh, this is so... You don't realize how much rhubarb this is. Like, this is an ungodly amount of rhubarb. God was not here in the making of this amount of rhubarb. This is a godless video. Now I'm scared my grandma's going to watch this and call me. Okay. This is all good. Good stuff. Okay, so you're going to put the rest of your rhubarb your what are they called? They're called glass dishes. And it doesn't fit, so I'm gonna have to get a larger one. I swear to God. So much rhubarb. Okay, so I just got a second smaller piece. Okay. Okay, now go preheat your oven to 350 degrees because you completely forgot to do that. I know you did. Yeah, that's good, that's good. So now that you have rhubarb and another thing of rhubarb, put the phone back. Here we go. You're going to go get the crumble that we had put in the freezer. And you're going to mix that up a little bit. Make sure it's still crumble. And you're going to put it on top of the rhubarb. I'll show you what this looks like. You're going to really want to cover the rhubarb so you can't see it anymore. Hide it. It's ugly. It looks like celery, but it doesn't taste like celery. I think my neighbors are outside. They're judging me. I'll sit down so you guys aren't looking at my boobs. No, don't look at my boobs. You can look at my double chin. Get the other one. Oh, I made the perfect amount. I'm not going to put the recipe in the description because I already forgot what I've done. I suppose I could watch the video. Maybe you guys should watch the video. Why am I putting it in the description? Nobody's going to watch this video. This is for me. Hello, Kia from the future.
Are you one of the millions of women embarrassed by hair loss or suffering from thinning hair? I don't want to be judged because I was losing my hair. Welcome.
Okay.
Just really one of the best decisions I've ever made.
You got a rhubarb crumble, and you've got a second smaller rhubarb crumble. Don't put this into the oven until it's preheated. Anyone who puts things into the oven before it's preheated needs to reconsider their entire life. What you're going to do, you can put it on the oven or leave it on the table until the oven is done. Throw it in the oven, and it'll come out delicious. I'm not going to film that part of the video because it's just a recipe, okay? I didn't say I was going to feed you guys. Next video will probably be a video about economics because you guys kind of, that's what this channel is called, Unedited Economics. Well, actually it's my name, but this is called Unedited Economics. It's green like money. If my grandma does watch this video, I love God and I don't swear. Alright, have a nice day.